Snake Pit Studios.
Good morning, Vipers. Welcome back to another episode of Viper News. It's September 26th, and I'm Anna, and we've got a lot happening around campus this week. But before we jump into announcements, here's your pop culture flashback. On this day 20 years ago, September 26, 2005, the number one song on the Billboard Hot 100 was Gold Digger by Kanye West featuring Jamie Foxx. That track was everywhere back then, and honestly, it's still a bop today and a great motto to live by. Now, let's get into what's going on around campus. Florida Tech will be in the library next Tuesday during lunch. Stop by if you want to learn more about their program. Picture retake is also next Tuesday. If you need your photos redone, you'll go during your elective period. And winter sports are closer than you think. Middle school and high school basketball, JV and varsity soccer, and wrestling are all coming soon. Remember, middle schoolers can participate in high school sports too. Make sure our athletic package for the 2025-26 school year is complete so you're ready to go. Alright, let's get things rolling. First up, here's Sydney with the weather to let you know what's in store for this week.
Thanks, Anna. All right, it's Florida, so you already know what that means. Heat, humidity, and those classic pop showers. Let's check out the week ahead. Friday, we're looking at partly sunny skies with some afternoon. Highs around 89, but with the humidity, it's going to feel way hotter. Saturday starts with a couple light showers, then more storms roll in later in the day. Another hot one near 89. Sunday is a mix of clouds and sun with a few scattered showers, so maybe keep your plans flexible. Monday is your best day to be outside. Mostly sunny, warm, breezy. Highs in the upper 80s. Just stay hydrated. Tuesday keeps things calm, partly sunny, warm, slight chance of a quick shower. Wednesday brings back that mix of sun, clouds, and a couple showers with highs around 86. And Thursday, that's when breezy and a little messy with passing showers and gusty winds. So, big picture, it's a hot and muggy week, but if you want to do anything outdoors, Monday and Tuesday are your safest bet. For the rest of the week, bring your umbrella.
Thanks, Cindy. That's super helpful, especially for all of you who still forget umbrellas. Now, last week, our ROTC honored the POW MIA Recognition Day with an all-day walk around the track. Let's take a look back at that powerful event.
Thank you all for being here, not only to walk, but to remember. We're here to honor those who sacrificed everything, and for many, their story is still unfinished. This event is more than a physical journey. It's a tribute, a statement that we have not forgotten the heroes who never came home. Today, we carry beads, faces, and stories of those who are prisoners of war and those missing in action. Their absence leaves a permanent place at our nation's table, as well as in our hearts and minds. They were quiet heroes whose strength and resilience mirror the values that our service members fought to protect. As we conclude, let this not be the end to our remembrance, but a continuation of our commitment. Let us continue to live in a way that honors their sacrifice, by valuing freedom, by building stronger communities, and by remembering that freedom isn't free. It was paid for by those who served, some of whom never got to come home. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the sounding of retreat, the playing of the national anthem, and please remain standing while the colors are secured and tax is played.
That was such a great way to honor and remember. And a big thank you to our ROTC for leading the event. Next up, we're spotlighting some of the best out of the best here at Space Coast. Let's recognize our Teacher of the Year and Employee of the Year.
Congrats. Congratulations, you're the Teacher of the Year. Give it up for Miss Sato. We're so happy for you. Oh my God! So happy for you. Oh, so much. We'll hold these for you. I'll put them in your room if you want.
I mean, I spent last week with the state, and I just talked so much about this school, and how much you guys are so supportive, and how much I love being here. So,
We love having you too.
I'm really not a crybaby. Wow.
You deserve it.
Oh man, you guys. This feels good. This feels real good. This is all for them. I'm in here interpreting now. I mean,
Huge congratulations to the both of them. We're lucky to have such an amazing staff on campus. Now, time for something new and fun. Our weekly game show style segment called Guess That Staff Member. You'll hear some clues and have to figure out who it is. Think you can solve it?
Find out next week on Guess That Staff Member.
Now, for something more fun, we had Trey go out and get our students into a fiery competition of rock, paper, scissors. Roll the clip.
Today, we are doing a rock, paper, scissors tournament. Yay! This is not a real match. Who am I here with today?
Caleb Samuela.
Mark Way.
Who do you guys think is going to win this tournament?
Me.
Not him.
All right. Ready? Go. Who am I here with today?
Jordan Foster. Andrew Foster.
You guys are ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Go! Keep going. This is the final showdown. One of you wins a cookie, one of you goes home with nothing. Ready? Go! It's the
Now, let's change gears for a second. It's time for a brand new weekly segment, Jacob's Movies Reviews. If you're looking for what's worth watching and what's not, Jacob's got you covered.
Hello, Viper News. This is Jacob Starkey bringing you Jacob's Movie Reviews. All right, so this week's movie is, it's a really good movie, and after I watched it, it definitely climbed my list to my top 3 movie of all time. Mr. Gordon had recommended the movie to me, I think, a week ago, and I finally got I brought myself around to watching it. And the movie's called Bad Times at the El Royale. I know that title's kind of stupid. It's like Bad Times at the Royale, if you know Spanish. It's based in this hotel that is split right down the middle between the Nevada state line and the California state line. I think it's a really cool concept because, like, you could either choose California to stay at the hotel or you could either stay in Nevada. Now to get onto the characters, there are 5 main characters. There's a priest, there's a singer, There's a vacuum salesman who has some secrets to him. There's the clerk, like the guy that, not a clerk, but the bellboy, the guy who answers like when you ring the bell at a hotel. And then there is the main antagonist, or I don't know if you would consider him a main antagonist, but he's played by Chris Hemsworth, and he shows up at the end of the movie, but he had a really huge role in all of this, and he kind of was the one that wrapped in all of the characters at the end. If you've ever watched a Quentin Tarantino movie, you would know usually there's a bunch of like branching storylines that all in the end just merge together, and this movie's a lot like that. And I'm personally a big fan of Quentin Tarantino movies because you try and guess like how are these characters related, and it's a really good movie type, like a movie style. Okay, so now onto the ratings. What I'm gonna do movie reviews every week. So we have cinematography, we have sound, like audio, like what kind of music did they play, what kind of tone did they set with the music, and then we've got characters, and then we've got overall plot and the ending. Okay, so cinematography, I would give a 9 out of 10. It's not a 10 out of 10 because I just recently watched another movie called The Long Game, and I think it was the best camera work I've seen in a while. So that's why it's a 9, because I know what a 10 is, and that's not a 10. Audio and tone, I'd give it maybe an 8. So I think that it does portray good tone and good audio, but the thing is that I actually can't remember any times that it stood out to me. I watched the movie like 4 days ago, so I can't really remember anything that stood out to me, and if it was a 10 out of 10, it would stand out to me. I would remember. And then third on the list is characters. Characters are a 10 out of 10. They're all written extremely well. They all have interesting stories that you want to look into, and you want to like actually know why are they doing what they do, and the actors that play them are just phenomenal. So that's a 10 out of 10. And then plot, I also give it 10 out of 10. I think the overall plot of just all of these characters having different stories, and then in the end they all just combine, and the way it's relayed also can be a little like iffy, but I just think when you look over it as a whole, I think it's a 10 out of 10. But if you look at it as certain segments, I give it like a 9. And then the ending, the big hurrah, all the characters come together. So in the end, 2 characters make it out of the hotel. I'm not gonna say who, because that's for you to decide, or that's for you to find out when you watch the movie, because this movie is a great movie. So the ending is a 10 out of 10. It's great. I liked the 2 characters. I liked that those were the 2 that got out. I liked how they moved on afterwards, and it shows how they moved on afterwards after the events of the El Royale. And overall, I give the movie a 9.5 out of 10, because even looking at the cinematography and the audio, I still have this movie in my top 3. Number 1 would be Shawshank Redemption. Number 2 would be Saving Private Ryan. I recommend both of those movies. They're really great movies. And then number 3, Bad Times at the El Royale. So, see you at Viper News. Have a great day, and go watch this movie.
Well, I know what I'll be watching this weekend. Up next, we're moving into something a little more positive, our Spreading Kindness segment. let's take a look at how small actions are making a big difference around campus.
Sir, may I add that you look very beautiful today? I would just like to say, I love your shirt today.
Thank you, Dylan.
Excuse me, Miss Allen. I like your outfit today.
Oh, thank you. That's so nice. Did you want to check this out?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And now, we've got some breaking news for you. Get ready because Spirit Week is officially here. Monday is Fast Food Wars. Tuesday, Dynamic Duo. Wednesday is Bald Celebrities. And that's right, it's time to break out those bald caps. Thursday will be Throwback Thursday. And Friday will be Color Wars. And these are the colors for each grade level. 7th grade wears pink, 8th grade wears teal, 9th grade wears white, 10th grade wears gray, 11th grade wears purple, 12th grade wears black. So start planning those outfits now. It's going to be a fun week. That's all for this week's episode of Viper News. Thanks for tuning in, Vipers.
We'll see you next time. And remember, school spirit looks good on everyone.